Good night or good morning, depending on which time zone you're in when you watch this. This is 616. Warning 616 Two Wolves. Oh, formerly your coastal post. I am still remotely a coastal post. I am definitely following everything back home in Northwest Washington and BC, although somewhat distracted here at my current place in Haley where I'm visiting. So I have not abandoned the coast, I have not abandoned my home, nor any of my loved ones there, which includes many of you. And there's so much going on with the 4 points off Vancouver Island, the cloud, the impending cloud that Dutch is talking about, possibly DU cloud, which should be striking the coast soon. That puts all of this issue in the shadow, perhaps. But I wanted you all to know I've not forgotten my pledge to keep up with things. And I'm going to try to give you sort of a succinct overview of some of the sources of continuing information as the tsunami debris continues to arrive on our coast. This was RSOE EDIS. They came out with this about a week ago. One of you pointed it out to me, in fact, but it's still up as of tomorrow. Volunteers with the Washington Coast Savers found suspected debris from the Japanese tsunami during their annual beach cleanup over the weekend. Everything from floats to bottle caps was found on the beach at Shishi in the northwest corner of the state. Volunteer Martha Anderson said she found floats and construction wood with Japanese writing in one huge pile of debris mixed in with driftwood. A majority of the pile's water, pop, juice bottles with Japanese stamps, marks, and labels, she said. Anderson said she spent a couple of hours climbing the pile, throwing trash down to be collected. So you can go on and read the RSOE EDIS report. Related to that, here at www.kgw.com, News Channel 8, Portland. Again, this article is attributed to the same Martha Anderson. Okay. Suspected tsunami debris found on Washington Beach. Here you'll find a good slideshow about the topic. This is just one of many places you can read about this. Certainly go to Washington Coast Savers' own website. You might want to call them and be in contact with them. So there's 8 pictures. I'm not going to go to all of them, but this is showing you Shishi Beach, Point of the Arches, Olympic Wilderness. This area, more pertinently, here we go, Ozette Indian Reservation, First Nations Reserve. This is just about, maybe about halfway between Nia Bay, home of the macaw, whom I've talked about, and La Push, home of the Quileute, on the Washington coast, sort of between those two reserves. So this is a good article by kgw.com. I'll put the links with the story, and there's just a great deal there about what the group found. Certainly you can go to Yahoo. This story's all over the news now, eh? Washington prepares, well, it wouldn't prepare tsunami debris. Headlines, holy. West Coast prepares for 1.5 million tons of debris. Oh, this is actually out of Jacksonville. The Denver Channel, KGW again. This information coming from MSNBC. Agencies prepare for tsunami debris. This is a story from Everett. Japanese tsunami debris reaches Alaska shores. This is in The Nation. www.theolympian.com out of Olympia. Prepare for Japan's tsunami debris, senators urge. Actually, Senator Mark Begich, Nick's brother, has been doing a lot of landmark work trying to wake various legislators up about the issue. And good for Mark. He's a cool guy. Washington Coastal County prepares for tsunami debris. Officials asking public to be on the lookout. So, all sorts of places to go and have a look. One of the, I wanted to show you this too. Whoops, if it'll go there. Talking about Oregon, City of Florence, Oregon. www.ci.florence.or.us. Senator Wyden of Oregon. Tsunami debris is a potential threat to the Oregon coast. Oregon's being very on top of this and not afraid to talk about it. Portland, Oregon, concerned about the impact of debris from the Japanese tsunami on Oregon's fishing, crabbing, shipping, and tourism industries. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden said today, I'm looking for a date. We'll find it. that it is time for federal, state, and local agencies to develop a response plan and start communicating with the public. I take any threat to the Oregon coast seriously, and millions of tons of debris headed our way sound serious to us, Wyden said. And you can go on and read this article. City of Florence, Oregon, www.ci.florence.or.us. Now he's quite upfront about the concern. Okay, there's another source. One of the best collections, or really the best source I found, just about. Just a moment. I will get there. Got lots of links up, and we'll go there in just a moment, and I apologize. This is Flying Cuttlefish Picayune blog. Whoops, I'm sorry. Okay. Flying Cuttlefish Picayune. It's a blog out of Canada. http flyingcuttlefish.wordpress.com. This is an excellent blog. Tracking Japan's floating tsunami debris as it drifts toward California. Update, it arrived. Tracking Japan's floating tsunami debris. Okay, this individual has some fantastic information on their blog. So please go to this. Here are some tools to keep up with the looming problem. It has arrived in Alaska. They just got a lot on this blog that we're taking a look at. New Japan Tsunami Marine Debris Joint Information Center. You can click on all of these links at Flying Cuttlefish Picayune blog. Tsunami Debris Tracking Project. Radiation Modeling Maps. Marine Debris. Animated Map. Update. This is very important. Updated articles. April 25th. Washington agencies prepare for tsunami debris arrival. Navigation warning, and I'll go to this in a moment. Tsunami debris on North Pacific routes. Homer, Alaska. Coastal centers preparing for beach cleanup. Suspected debris on Washington Beach. Edmonds, Washington. This is April 23rd. Edmonds, Washington. Captain Charles Moore, scientist, activist, and author of the acclaimed new book Plastic Ocean. It's one to look up. Will give a presentation on May 11th at the Edmonds Conference Center. Japanese soccer ball washes ashore on remote Alaska island. You heard about that. So go to this website. It's just a fantastic blog. One of the very best. It's out of BC. One of the links that they referenced on this blog, whoops, was this one. And thank you all for bearing with me. I'm a bit rusty. I've been on vacation. MarineLink.com, maritime reporter and marine news magazines online. www.marinelink.com. This is new. This is Wednesday, April 25th. It's one of the links that Flying Cuttlefish referenced. Navigation warning. Tsunami debris on North Pacific routes. Vessels transiting North Pacific Ocean from Japan to U.S. West Coast advised to look out for debris field from 2011 tsunami. This advisory will be published on the MARAD website at marad.gov. Some possible marine debris types include derelict vessels, fishing nets and floats, lumber, cargo containers, and household goods. Okay, so that's worth taking a look at. Just a tremendous amount. I wanted to show you this. This is in closing. From the Globe and Mail, www.theglobeandmail.com, Canada's paper. Very interesting article. Picking up the pieces after Japan's tsunami, giving garbage new meaning. Published Monday, April 23rd. Debris believed to be linked to last year's Japanese tsunami has allowed a Vancouver Island artist to put a new spin on an ageless cultural symbol. For countless generations, totems have been carved from the old and second-growth trees that dominate the province's rainforest. Now, I want to say I know there's people that will take exception to this. It's just open to debate. I'm not going to say anything about it. I think it's an interesting work. Tofino, BC artist Peter Clarkson finished a nearly 7-meter tall pole with what he believes are tsunami-related Japanese floats, barrels, and styrofoam. While yet to be raised, the totem links Japan, First Nations, and non-First Nations cultures and raises awareness about the ongoing problem of ocean garbage, said Clarkson, a 53-year-old self-taught artist who works for Parks Canada. And the reason I'm showing you this one, I'm going to show you another story about him, is that on this article online, the Globe and Mail, you can also find some very interesting videos, including this one right here. You probably aren't aware of this unless you live in Canada. Video, salvage crew's haunting encounter with tsunami ghost ship. Okay, I could not download that tonight, but I want you to go look at it, and I'm going to investigate it too. Globe and Mail website. Salvage crew's haunting encounter with tsunami ghost ship. This should be very interesting. This is before the U.S. Coast Guard sank it. Okay, and there's another story about this gentleman. And here he is. And then I'm just going to close with this. This is from the Winnipeg Free Press, April 29th. BC artist incorporates suspected tsunami debris into totem project. Originally by the Canadian Press, 4/23/2012. It's the online edition. And here he is. Here's the gentleman with a part of his unfinished totem, designed from bits of Japanese tsunami debris. Artist Peter Clarkson poses with a portion of a totem pole that he has been building in Tofino, BC. On Tuesday, April 17th, 2012. The totem is being built out of debris that he finds along the beaches in the area, with some items possibly being from the Japanese tsunami. The Canadian Press, this was by Jonathan Hayward. And there's quite an article about him here, and that's worth having a look at too. And this particular article itself is by Kevin Drews, correspondent in Vancouver for the Winnipeg Free Press. I will put the links with the story. Have a look at all of these things. There's a reason why I titled this Tsunami Debris, Trash, or Totem. He's got an interesting take. All right, this is Warning 616, 2 wolves out. This is my first remote Coastal Post update on a pertinent topic. Blessings to all of you.